Today we're going to show you how to install a rear bumper protector on this car. It'll be a clear, self-healing piece of paint protection film. I recommend an 8mm. You can see here on this car a good reason for one of these. We picked this for the video. It's got a lot of scratches and scuffs here from what looks like maybe a pet or some groceries and such coming in and out. If they'd had this on here previously, this wouldn't look like this. So we're going to put that on. The first thing I'm going to do is start off by showing you the tools you'll need for the job. A pair of everyday household scissors, a soft clean cloth, a spray bottle, 75% full of distilled water, 25% full of rubbing alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol from any department store, 70 or 90% will work. A spray bottle full of distilled water, 75%, 25% Johnson's baby shampoo. Works good to give it a slip and to squeegee out. A dry erase marker to mark your universal clear paint protection kit so you can trim it to fit. Next, you'll need to order a kit online like we've ordered here. I'd pick one that comes with a squeegee and maybe with a marker as well. And I'd pick a self-healing clear paint protection bumper kit. Preferably an 8mm would be good. You're going to want to make sure that you clean the surface area where you're putting the paint protection film really well. The cleaner the better. Make sure you get along the edges, and if your paint protection piece is going to come through here, make sure you clean out around the area quite a bit too, so you don't bring any dirty water running down into your work area. We picked this car not only for the scratches here, so you could see what you could have protected your car from, but the difficulty level. 90% of the cars are probably going to have just a straight run here. Pretty simple. This one curves out and back in. It also has this dip. This would be, as far as a rear bumper protector, would be probably a 9 or a 10 out of a 10 on difficulty level. We'll show you what to do in that case. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and clean it here with the alcohol and water. And just spray out around here. Take the towel here. We get in these edges here like this and up here, so if you spray again and it runs down, it doesn't bring dirt with it. Go ahead and clean up there. You can clean out around there. I like to rotate the towel, so as I'm wiping the dirt off the car, I don't bring it onto another spot. I'll take that area and I'll just rotate through to a clean spot as I go back over it 2 or 3 times. Some people make the mistake of buying some of these kits and forgetting to clean the vehicle before they put it on. It won't stick very well if you forget to do that. So if you're having problems getting it to stick, that would be the only reason why. The adhesive's very sticky and works very well on most of these products. A high quality product. We'll show you how to take care of this dip. Haven't seen too many cars in all my years with a dip like this. However, you may have something different on yours, and I'll show you how to deal with something like that if you do. First thing you want to do now that you've cleaned it is spray it with the baby shampoo and water. You can use as much of this as you'd like. The more the merrier here. Just get plenty of that going. Go ahead and grab your bumper protector kit here. There's going to be a backing and then a material. The material is going to be your shiny side here. when you pull it off, the adhesive's going to be there. So what I do is I just let that go down, peel that off. Go ahead and grab the baby shampoo and water there. Give that a spray, just peel that down. You can lower it down, and you just step on it there and peel it right off. Go ahead and grab your piece there, put it on the car. I kind of like to get a rough idea of how it's going to fit. You can position it once it's on. That's the reason for the baby shampoo. Make sure that everything's uniform. As you can see by the scratches on the car, most of them are coming out here and in here, and they stop about here. We'll bring the bra out to about here. Probably no need to wrap it clear around the sides or anything. You're just trying to get this area through here. So what we'll do now is we'll spray a little bit of the baby shampoo and water on there. We'll start in the middle here. Go ahead and tack this down here, squeegee this out. See just how sticky that adhesive is there with that being clean. It's pretty starting to get sticky already, so it'll lay right down. You start in the middle there. If you get a little dip like this, you just work up through it slow. Don't try to stretch the material. It'll do this on you. So that's probably a common mistake is to pull too hard on this when in a dip. So when in a dip like this, on any paint protection install, including this one, you want to let it relax into that area first and squeegee that out. And the adhesive has a tack time on it, so it'll take 5 to 20 minutes to adhere. So if you had to do a stretch on the next pull, you'd want to let that dry out for a little while. The next thing I'm going to do now is just roll over this edge a little here. Make sure that's lined up there and matches up. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the mark on here and trim to fit with a marker and the scissors. So what you have to do is dry where you're going to mark. Okay. You pick a point on each end. You know, if you've got two little things like this on each side, you can pick one of those. This plastic piece, Mazda chose to have this plastic piece on the inside only go from here to here, and that's for scratches and such, but then this is getting hammered as it slides off. So I'm just going to line up my clear bra piece with this. That's where most of the scratches are now. It only needs to go about that far. So I'll pick something like that. I'll just dry that off a little there. I can make a mark with the marker. I'll just start here and just draw a little line down here. I'll lift that off in a second and show you where that line is. Okay, that's just a rough line. You can make a nice cut when you get the scissors. You gotta make another line. You can see this is up on here, and so we're just going to draw a line here and follow that. And draw that down in there. Follow that. Now when I pop this up, this is a black car with a black marker, and that's okay. When you lift the material, you can see the line there and there. And on any other car besides black, you'd even see it a little bit better. But all I need to be able to do is just see that line there. So pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and make a nice straight cut there real quick. And then I've got this marker line here. I'm going to go ahead and follow that. Make a nice straight cut there with my scissors. Going around the edge just a little bit if you want. Do the same thing on this side. You can see my marker line come across there. You've got this line going up here too. Go ahead and just follow this line. And just take your time, do a nice straight cut. No hurry, it's still going to take you 10-20 seconds to make the cut. You might as well make a nice one. And just round that a little. Got your marker line right there. You can lift that up so that you can see your line there. You can see that there. And just finish that off. And then I'll go ahead. I made that mark right through here. So I'm just going to pull that back. You've got a light line through there. Let's go ahead and get that started. Once I get cutting along there, I like to hold the piece I've cut in my hand here. That makes it really easy to actually follow that line there. Sometimes if you're good, you can actually just run the scissors along there. Or you can go ahead and just keep cutting. Just follow that line, hit your mark there. And like I said a minute ago, this car bends out quite a bit. It has this dip. This is it's about as difficult as it would be for a rear bumper strip. Generally, it's going to be pretty straight. You just squeegee it on and you trim it in. We picked a difficult one here with these different cuts and stuff, so that we can show you how to deal with those if you do have them. Now I'm going to go ahead and just spray that with a little more soap and water. That's giving this some time to tack up. Make sure I push the moisture out there, and up here. Take the squeegee, got a little bubble there. Sometimes you can just grab your thumb, your fingers and stuff, and work back here if it fits a little better. You just give this a little pull. As you can see, there's a little, we like to refer to them as fingers when we're doing paint protection installs or window tint installs. That's some extra slack. So all you do is you just pull on that little. You pull too hard, you pop that back up out of there, but just enough to get rid of that excess. You can see there's a little there too. You just pull on that, just enough to get that out of there, and then roll up over this bump. If you get a little something like that there, let it set to the end of your install. That's going to get real sticky when you push it out in a few minutes. It'll just lay right down. So you can see it's starting to stick now. A little something like that, pop that up, give it a pull. You got a little spot here. A spot like this, you just push straight at it, just like that. Okay, come up here, start working this down. I like to clean off the work area right away. The reason I do that is so I can see what I've done, how it looks, and if I miss anything. If it's real wet and got the water all over it, it's hard to see what you've done. So a lot of times I'll just wipe that right then and there, even before I go to that side, so that if I miss something, I can catch it now. Okay, I'll go ahead and squeegee that down. You can see some of those scratches there. The paint protection film actually hides some of the scratches that were there previously, makes it look a little better, stops it from getting any worse. So as long as your scratches aren't really deep down through, you can put it over top of them if they're light scratches without repainting first if you want. Come over to this side. Go ahead and give that a little spray. And come over over here. Got a little slack, a little bit of slack. You don't want to pull too hard. Just enough. Take care a little of that. Actually, that you kind of want to lay in there. And here you just pull a bit in there, a little bit there. So just put that little tug there. Go straight at it. Pull up this edge. You want little jabs. You don't want a big run each time. You want to. These little jabs like this is the way you want to go and overlap your pattern. Help you not to leave any water under the material. Okay, you get something like that, like call those fingers, they resemble that. This spot here will just stick and lay right in there as it starts getting sticky. So as I'm doing my install, I'll just keep working at that, and eventually it'll stick and stay. As I'm cleaning there, I can see there's a little bit of moisture left behind there, and that's the reason I like to do that right away. If the material tacks up and you leave that behind there, it can take a long time to dry out. I can see there's a little bit more there too still. Right on this edge here. Now this all looks really good here. Just going to kind of push down a couple of these last little spots. The best way to do that, if you get a little bubble like that in the dip or an area, is actually just go straight at it like that and hold. It'll stick, and then you let go and it'll stay. So as that starts getting sticky, if you run into an area like that on a bumper protector or a hood or anything you might be putting this material on one day, the best thing to do is go straight at it. And eventually as that gets sticky like that, see it stayed that time, it may pop back up, but eventually once that adhesive starts getting really tacky, it'll stick down and stay down. There you go. That's how to install a rear bumper protector, self-healing clear paint protection kit. Please like our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. Thank you.